Hello, friends on the internet, and welcome to our second session of the Alien Tabletop RPG here on Follow Black Cats. I am joined by some lovely people here to investigate what's happened to our dearly departed Raymond Cross. Let's go round and do a quick intro with everyone. I'll start with Shauna immediately to my right-hand side. It is always amazing to play with you, Shauna. How are you doing? You all right?
I'm doing good. I'm happy to play with everyone here and looking forward to be frightened and probably most likely die out here in this thing. I have no illusions and I am
Pessimism.
just being true to this. But yeah, should I say who I'm playing?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh yeah, I'm playing Kitazawa, the totally trustworthy and on top of it, corporate agent for Weyland Yutani, just investigating this, run-of-the-mill colonizing ship accident.
Front of the mill. Okay. Happen often, huh?
We try to downplay the constant crashes.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. Anything you want to quickly promote, or where can we find you on Twitter?
Oh, yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Flying Cirrus with the rest of my games and the art I do on there.
Sweet. Awesome. Thanks so much. Looking forward to it. Right. Lindy is next along the line.
Hi.
How are you doing, Lindy? It's always awesome to play with you too.
I'm doing super spiffy. I'm excited to play with you guys because I think you all are awesome. I don't do well with horror, but I can handle it in TTRPGs. So I will be playing Joy McCoy, the engineer type marine person. I'm just here to figure out the logistics of the crash. Hook up to the terminals if any are still intact. Find the black box, normal stuff, typical run-of-the-mill event stuff. And you can find me online at Laugh Love Lindy, and I will, since I apologized to my fellow cast before the stream, I will now apologize to you in advance for the accent that I'm going to be doing today. So.
It's all right. The people of Brooklyn will file a lawsuit very shortly. Class action. Let's round over to Jess. How are you doing? First time on the channel and playing with me. I'm excited.
I'm really looking forward to it. I can't decide if I'm more or less excited that Susie is playing with me and not my GM so that she can't hopefully directly kill me. It's so hard to tell.
It's always a weird one, like with your GM plays with you and stuff. Susie and I are about to play in a Game of Thrones game on Encounter Roleplay, unless I've suddenly spoiled that for everyone. I don't know if I have. Sorry. Not sorry. And it's going to be really weird and interesting, because I'm usually one inflicting horrible political pain on people.
Yeah, Susie usually targets me directly with all the bad things that happen in our campaigns.
Oh, okay.
Never. I burned down your shop, your house, and your livelihood once.
Just once.
That's all of it, though. That's the whole thing.
That's all it takes.
Hey, she made it out alive of that thing.
Did she die?
Okay, we'll see how this goes.
Okay.
I'm playing Atiana Abadi, the pilot, who's just here to get this job done and get everyone back safely. Not looking for any kind of nonsense. Let's just do our job. Come on. Let's get it together, y'all.
Nice.
And you can find me on Twitter at RightJessR.
Nice. And the one and the only, was it media and marketing coordinator for Follow Black Cats here. It is Susanna Grace. How are you doing this evening?
Hi, it's me, your girl Susie, fraudulent gay, married to a beige man. Let's go. Very, very excited to play Alien TTRPG. I love Aliens. Great movie, great series of movies, and I'm very hyped to be playing Saskia, the Cutter Hide Colonial Marine, all around badass. Pulled off her usual rotation to escort these scrubs after the incident, and very excited to not get killed and maybe shoot something today.
Cool. I can't promise shooting anything.
Oh.
I mean, I can. It's totally something that's coming up. But yeah, if you want to follow what we do here at Follow Black Cats, then check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Check out me on Twitter as well. There is a Discord somewhere if I type in the right words into the chat, and links will be in the description of the YouTube video as well. All right, this is indeed a follow-up to our session 1, where Pruitt and I went through this crash from Raymond Cross's perspective. I had a cheeky little watch of the video on like double speed today so that I could remember what happened. It was very funny and quite squeaky. But essentially, you folks have been all work for Weyland Yutani have been coordinated to investigate the crash of this colony ship, the Deimos. You are a professional crash scene investigation team, somehow derived from various little departments and stuff, and you have been selected either begrudgingly or as part of your full-time occupation to come out here to the edges of the colony, out to colonies, to investigate the Deimos. What information Weyland Yutani has provided you is a little sparse, but they have given you a briefing that it was a colony ship carrying, I think, approximately 2,000 colonists that they believe has crash landed onto a planet or planetoid. They received a distress signal from the ship. They also received a distress signal from a small craft that you intercepted and found the some of the crew aboard. Let me just show you all the crew list. Aboard the... I'm trying to remember my notes now for sure. Aboard the smaller vessel, which is essentially like a drop ship, that was departed from its one of its hangar bays, made it to roughly the edge of the solar system. It doesn't have any kind of FTL capacity or long-range engine capacity to speak of at all, so it seemed like a kind of last-ditch attempt to leave the ship. And aboard, Captain Arnold, Lashaya Arnold, she, you imagine, led the group that was on board. That didn't include Brandon Poole, the executive officer, Sven Stackman, the pilot. Andre Bick is on board as a dropship pilot. The security staff are not on board. I believe Dr. Katie Aberley is not aboard either. Dr. Stone, however, is aboard, as is Logan Ward, the biologist. Chelsea Stone is the terraformist. Esme Scott, the navigator, is on board. And I believe Alberto Sons as well. But every single one of them have effectively frozen to death as life support has slowly dwindled and failed to insulate them from space outside. The distress signal that you picked up that effectively summoned you here and the corporation was that of a Raymond Cross, and the message plays now.
But to any ships in, if you can hear my voice, I don't know where we are. My name is Raymond Cross. I'm a regulatory agent with ICC, and we have crashed on a moon around a gas giant. Please send any and all help to the source of this signal, and I just realized the futility of what I'm doing right now. Please send help.
And that is supplemented by a second message that was sent out. And after all this, strangely enough, the communications channel is still open. But this is the second message that was received as actually broadcasted.
This is Raymond Cross with the Deimos. I'm a member of the ICC. There's something on the ship. We crash landed on a moon, on a gas giant, a Jovian moon. There's something here. First, it burst out of the pilot's chest and attacked me. I know what this sounds like, but this is real. Help. Help. There's still some pods, some colonists alive in their pods for the time being. And Mother won't give me access. And I'm a little bit at my wit's end. So I hope somebody can hear this and can get here. Gonna keep the comm line open just in case we bounce back. I'm on the bridge, just sitting here.
But nothing else has actually been, no audio has actually been transmitted. But the comms channel is still open when you arrive in the system and have recovered the crew that were on board the dropship. Shauna, I would think Kate is the leader of the investigation team, I would imagine, just because that she is the corporate agent. So I imagine that she's the one calling the shots.
I like to think we're a team in this.
For sure.
Everyone has a specialty.
As far as Weyland Yutani is concerned.
Mm-hmm. Family and all.
Folks, what would you like to do on approach to the Deimos?
Gonna run a comb through my hair, just in case, we come into anything. I want to, look presentable.
I want to just make sure all of our systems are okay, that we're transmitting what we should be, that we're running okay, that if something goes down, I can get us out of here quick.
Yeah, for sure. You will have had to engage in an FTL, so fast and light travel thing yourself to get to the system. And so you will have gone into a hypersleep. The same as the colonists would have, same as the crew of the Deimos would have. So once Mother, your computer aboard your ship, awakens you all, you after or leading up to the actual system itself, you just check over the systems. Everything is functioning normally on your ship. Everything's good. Essentially, you'll have a kind of what's probably normally like a freighter or something similar. It's not a particularly big ship, but it is in line with the kind of freighters that you would normally get, or stuff like that. It's got to have a kind of big engine capacity too. But you will have a smaller kind of shuttle dropship style thing to actually go on board if necessary.
I think after waking up from hypersleep, Saskia is very grumpy. She hasn't been sedentary for very long, so she does a very elaborate workout routine montage. That whole 80s sort of oiled thing going on, pull-ups on the door frames, and then she basically orders everybody to do a weapons check. She's laid out her guns on the mess table, stripped them out, cleaned them, put them back together, stripped them again, and she says to everybody, weapons check. Don't care if you're hiding it. I want to see it. I want to make sure it's clean. Because if you need to pull that out at any second and that shit doesn't work, I'm going to be pissed.
The only weapons I've got with me are these guns.
Well, I just have the logins for the corporate functions, and this thermos. That's all I have. It's been in the logs.
I carry this cutting torch with me at all times for normal reasons.
So,
I mean, I've got
Sana-
some electronics tools if you want to take a look at those. And she pulls her hair up into a scrunchie now that she's finished brushing her hair.
Nope, never mind.
Saskia checks out. It's like, I'm done.
Cutting torch.
Just strips her gun again.
All right. Well, everyone make sure to transmit their logs to Mother about our approach. It's good to have those.
Oh, I
available.
always do my paperwork.
Good. The amount of compensation will depend on it, of course.
Okay. Would you like to investigate the comms, or would you like to just head on in to the ship?
I'd like to look at the comms,
Sure.
if possible.
Okay. As you do, out of the front of the bridge viewports, the Deimos starts to come into view, and you've reached the orbit of a Jovian-style gas giant. And closing in on one of the moons, you can now see, and actually getting some of the imaging to enhance what you can see. The Deimos has basically crashed into the moon, onto its surface. Half of the hull, the kind of upper half particularly, seems to be somewhat intact. I'd say most certainly the kind of aft half of the ship is pretty much a wreck. The command module at the front is in fairly good shape. It seems from your trained eyes that the crew or Mother tried to do the best they could to actually stop the crash. But something about it, the trajectory, the gravitational pull of the planet, something was miscalculated, something was inevitable. But Linda, you check out the comms, and essentially the channel itself is still operational. There's it's a somewhat weakened signal, but it is broadcasting. But it's not broadcasting any audio.
Yeah, well, it means there's still power down there. Can I tell if there's anything or anybody else listening to this signal as well? Anyone else on this channel?
Not easily, really. I wouldn't say so.
Okay.
For all you know, you are the only ship out here. I mean, this isn't a planet. This isn't a system that is like used by anybody. This is a system that essentially the Deimos would have been traveling through, and en route to their colony. They didn't make it to their new planet. Any other little bits and bobs before we head into the dropship, your little shuttle, to head over?
Okay, so in the distress, it mentioned that there was something on the ship, something that burst out of a man's chest. Would I know anything about that as a colonial marine?
That does not ring true to any experience that you will have heard about. The closest thing would have probably been some really awful grenade accident you once heard about. That's most certainly explainable. But something in there with him, and that it exploded out of this guy's chest, is very suspicious. And that's what's got both the corporation and probably your backup.
All right.
Are we able to determine? So we already found their dropship with all of the frozen people. Are we able to determine if there are any life forms currently registering aboard the Deimos?
Sure. I'm sure there's a scanning thing we could be doing, so let's just check it out. I reckon.
Any survivors?
Yeah. Let's get the old Starship chapter thing up here. Spaceships. It's really cool because it's got lots of info about like living aboard them, in amongst the bits and bobs of actual like stats and stuff. Signature modules. It's got to be some scanners, right?
I would think so.
Displacement drives. Ooh. Sensors. Passive sensors such as optical, infrared, and radio telescopes, and active sensors such as wave radar arrays. Read more on 190. Alrighty. It's always interesting to see too how like real tech they go with stuff. I love almost as well how kind of retro futuristic this is. I think we started in the 70s, right? These movies. All right. Starship sensors have extreme range. When two ships enter sensor range to each other, they will automatically detect each other. All civilian spacecraft are required to travel with their transponders switched on, transmitting data about the ship's position, name, class, home port, and destination. If the approaching ship has an active transponder, you will immediately learn this information, and you are able to target the ship with your armaments. So, yeah, it gives off the information. The transponder is sending a weak signal out, and it gives its position as right here. The Deimos, the class is a colony-style ship. I forget the class, but its home port will have been one of the core worlds, and then the destination is the new colony that it would have founded. But in terms of actually determining like life signs, I'm not sure there is a like scan for life forms
We should
action.
probably do an infrared scan though to see where the heat is on the ship, see what things are running.
Sure. Yeah, I like it. What skill do you think this would be?
Comtech?
Yeah, let's do that. Oh, Lindy.
Oh no.
Lindy, would you like to push the roll? That's no successes.
No, I'm okay. I think we'll be fine. It's just a crashed ship.
Okay, so yeah, you scan particularly for heat signatures and such. You don't have any like conclusive data that comes back. What you do read is essentially that there is a bit of a warm around the engineering section is still fairly warm on an infrared kind of scan.
Okay.
But the kind of radar or the kind of LiDAR stuff gives you more of an impact description, like we had earlier. Gives you details about what.
Okay, I'll just relay that
like.
info.
Cool.
Well, the backup reactor might still be putting out some energy, which means that we still have the communications going on. So that might make our job easier. I'm sure we'll find someone once we get down there.
Has anyone tried the communications?
I mean, the comm line's open if you want to say something.
Yeah, Joy, why don't you see if you can get anyone on the
Okay.
on the comms?
Sure. What do you want me to say? I'll just figure out something. Hello, this is we're some space marines. Is anybody alive down there? Over. I'm not getting anything back. I don't think anyone's survived. If so, they're not near a comms terminal.
You don't get anything back.
Yeah.
Right. How long till we drop? Come on. I'm really getting.
That's
I'm not the
Kate,
pilot. I don't know.
Pilot.
Oh, this is Kate's
ETA?
leading this expedition. What?
Somebody give me an ETA. I swear to God.
Okay, could you help me with my gear? What am I supposed to be wearing for this? Like, we going, semi-formal? We going more?
So you do have some collective gear.
Mhm.
So Shauna, let me go through this with you as well, particularly.
Okay.
So the four of you have an IRC Mark 50 compression suit each, which is armor 2. You have an air supply of 5, and it's -1 dice on agility tests.
Okay. Is the what's the air quality like in this planet that this thing has crashed on?
This moon has a very thin, I think like kind of probably sulfide heavy atmosphere.
Mhm.
It is not habitable.
Okay. Well, make sure your suits are tied up. Make sure the seals are good, and make sure the oxygen recyclers are working 100% before we go in.
Of course. I'm just over the moon about this whole thing. This is just... I mean, it's tragic, but
And
kind of exciting.
And we are landing on a moon, so we'll be on it, right?
Hyde, do you think you can help McCoy with her gear? Make sure she's suited up properly.
Yeah, so I sort of like come over to McCoy and I'm like tightening up seals and maybe like
Oh, that's a little snug there.
All right.
give it that big military poo, pat on the back once you're done.
Hello.
It's like quite like a kind of hard suit. I'm trying to find the exact thing. So yeah, this is a state of the art piece of gear when it was introduced 6 decades ago. The reliable Mark 50 compression suit is still a common sight on the frontier. It has a sturdy helmet that has a comms unit and heads-up display, a lateral headlight, and a wireless helmet cam that syncs to any mobile or stationary monitoring system.
I think it's the one that Ripley gets into at the end of Alien.
Nice. The suit carries a healthy supply of oxygen and maintains internal pressure for its wearer while in a vacuum. It says, if you are going to get blown out into space, you want to be in a Mark 50. I mean, that's on the advert. That's 100% on the advert.
I mean, it's not a lie, so.
I mean, it's not. Yeah, as I said, armor rating 2 and maximum air supply of 5. So you've all got those. And then, Shauna, I'll give you one of those monitoring devices, like a mobile one.
Okay.
So you can actually, it's like a little pad, like a tablet. You can flick between different people's views if you need to.
All right, cool.
You have 2 personal med kits to share amongst the team. It will give you a +2 on a medical aid roll, and it only has 1 use each.
And I'm guessing we all have like little, like small personal tablets and things with cameras so that we can document everything for Weyland Yutani.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
You have all that kind of smaller gear and stuff appropriate to your role.
Yes.
And I know you folks have got some tools and stuff as well, Jazz Lindy. And then you have 4 high beam flashlights. Got some torches.
Nice.
Better
Good.
than the low beam ones.
Those low beam ones got phased out.
Yeah, the high beams are the way to go.
The what beams?
The high beams.
All right.
Well, we have 1 extra kit. Does anybody else want this?
I mean, I can take
Quest
it.
training. Good. Keep that in mind. It'll be me and McCoy here. If anything bad happens.
If I get shot, Aizawa, I want you to patch me up. I don't trust McCoy.
Well, I hope it doesn't
I'm
come to it.
offended by that. I'm very good with my hands. I'll have you know.
I'm sure she's been through the company training, so.
Mm-hmm.
Passed with flying colors.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It is now that you're in orbit of the moon. It's time to head down in your small dropship and head into the only viable kind of drop pod bay. Jess, this is going to require a little piloting check. The skill is pilot, I think. He says, "Whoa,
Nailed it.
smashed
So
it."
good at piloting.
Yeah, well, I was going to say it needed a test because it's the Deimos has one remaining like vaguely enterable kind of shuttle hangar. It's empty, obviously. The dropship that you picked up will have been here. The other side, there is like a on the kind of starboard side of the under the command like module. There would be a second shuttle hangar for the dropship, but that's suffered a lot of damage, essentially crumpled in on itself from the impact. But you skillfully take the dropship in. Now, because you rolled more successes than you need, I'm trying to find it now. I think I skipped piloting. No, there it is. You can perform a stunt. So for each extra success that you got beyond the first, choose one stunt applicable to the situation. So you could gain a +1 modification to a later skill roll relating to this one, or you could show off. It's literally an option.
I just really want to show off, but Abadi would definitely choose to like bank that for like a quick escape later.
All right, beautiful.
So I guess that's what we're doing. The reasonable option.
Well, if you want +3 modification later, that's like +3 dice to a test. So basically, like you position this shuttle, you got this like back of your head feeling of just like, I'm actually gonna reverse in, just I'm just gonna take us in just on the reverse, because just in case we need to leave really quickly.
You can also feel like the extremely positive performance report being written right now as you land.
She's taking it down like right now.
And I see the report being filed, and I'm like, Izawa, do you want me to fill up your thermos with some coffee before we land?
Oh, of course. I'm not going to get a chance to drink once we land, so thank you.
Okay. Do you want cream and sugar?
Oh, just basic.
All right. I'll just fill the thermos with some hot coffee.
I feel like as Abadi is like pulling in very carefully and like positioning the dropship as perfectly as possible, she like looks over her shoulders and like locks eyes with Hyde and just does one of the like.
And Hyde pretends it as she's playing a round of solitaire to herself with her playing cards. She's just like,
nice. Okie dokie. Are you all hard suited up as you exit the dropship?
Yep, as soon as I get my coffee, just put the suit on.
Imagine you're like, there's a helmet, you're just like, tink, tink, how do I?
Yeah, it's like, it's 100% going in the bag with me. It's coming with me in case.
Sure.
It's an expensive thermos.
Atiana will make sure her suit is set and then just try to very like subtly check McCoy's just to be like, just double checking, just making sure everything's in order here.
oh, Hyde isn't even subtle about it. She is up front and she makes everybody stand and just checks over everybody's gear and like triple checks, like shakes them and tries to pull off bits to see if it's secure.
Cool. Okay. So you are here in one of the 2 dropship hangars. The space next to you, that's adjacent to this, is the maintenance and cargo loading bay area. That will lead up into either the galley or you can go just up one more deck to the engineering deck. Is there anything you'd like to do here? As I say, the only evidence really that is obvious is the fact that the dropship that would have been here, you have already picked up.
Just take a picture. Can we exit?
What of like the team?
Yeah, the team, and then I take one of like the empty hangar, like where the other dropship would have been.
Hashtag investigates.
You say smile, and you can't tell because it's just the mask. You can't just see.
There you go.
Hyde would have been the first off the dropship and just swept the room just to make sure it is secure and there isn't anything in here. And she like gives a nod and a thumbs up to the others to come out to do their thing.
It looks fairly intact. Well, looks like our best bet is to find the command station and figure out what happened down here.
Mm-hmm. Which way?
I'll kind of send the schematics to Hyde. It's like it's over here.
All right. I'm gonna pull out my motion tracker as well, just in case, and head up.
Cool. Are you heading up one deck to the engineering deck, or are you heading up to the galley?
We're prioritizing getting to command first, so probably to galley.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah, so from galley, you'll be able to go directly to the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Okay, cool. So you folks make your way up the ladder. That's the easiest route to the galley. As you reach the top, the hatch that's at the top isn't powered and is closed. What's effectively the ladder marching order here?
I'm first. I'm always first into a room. First off, last on, right? Hoorah. So I get to the top and I'm like, tunk, tunk. Is there any sort of like
I don't think anyone's
override?
going to answer.
Is there any sort of manual override?
There won't be. I think your crewmates will have some tools for manual override, but there's nothing in like they kind of like pillow panel. There's no wall type thing.
Abity would have been bringing up the rear, but since I have a system diagnostic device, which is for like troubleshooting machinery and computer systems, Abity would step forward and plug it into the thing where it goes to troubleshoot.
Cool. All right.
Nailed it.
Cool. All right. This I'm gonna ask for. I think heavy machinery rather than Comtech.
Can I assist?
On a ladder?
Oh, yeah. I don't. My arms aren't that long.
You can reorder yourself fine, but like assisting is going to be a problem. That's taking ages to load up on my screen. I can't see if you've got any successes or not.
Same.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I can't. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Try rolling it again.
It's our first casualty.
The app.
Maybe I messed up by putting in the modifier.
Oh.
Because I get a +2 with my diagnostic device, so I was just typing in +2.
Maybe.
Is that incorrect?
Do you know what? Stand by, folks. Oh, there we go.
there it is.
There we go.
Hey.
It just put it in 2, not +2, and that did it.
Hey, there we go. Right, so it's just the number there, folks. Cool.
Okay.
I think minuses work, so -1, but just put 1 if it's a plus. Sweet. Heavy machinery. So 2 successes. With a groan, the machine bends to your will. So you chuck in the diagnostics, the power from the little device that you're using actually helps, and it's got like a bit of a battery to it, so it powers up some of the door, and you manage to troubleshoot the mechanism. It opens just about halfway, like just a slither. You won't be able to squeeze through, especially in the hard suit, but it's definitely halfway to getting open right now. But because you got that extra success, again, you got some stunt options. So you could gain a +1 modification to a related test later, or you got this. You don't need to roll to overcome the exact same situation in the future. You do it quickly in half the time. You break it permanently. Okay. You act quietly, or you show off.
I would like the you got this one. So if we come across more locked doors, I can open them.
For
Is that
sure.
what that means?
Yeah, not a problem. All right, cool. So yeah, like I say, you've got this like half-open hatch at the moment, but you are going to need some brute force in order to pull it open.
In that case, Atiana steps back down for Hyde to come back.
Oh, this is where I come in.
I think this is stamina.
Big marine muscles. It's not strength.
Stamina is a strength.
Oh,
It's
it is.
a
Yeah, it is.
skill under
Mhm.
strength, right?
Yes, it is. Sorry, I'm reading things wrong. All right, stamina. Let's go. Hit the button. No modifiers. Go. Oh, only one.
One success. No, that's what you need.
But yeah, I know. But like all those dice and just one.
We are only looking for a 6. Like this can be quite hard. So yeah, you prize open the door with your gloves, relying on that hard suit to be able to actually like inch in the side of your arm and push it open. And you look up, but it's dark up there. There's no lights on.
Oh, I'll turn on the Hawaii beams and I'll just hold it in the back for her.
So you know when Charlie blinded you on holiday?
Yeah, very familiar. Is this happening again? Am I getting blinded again?
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
Oh no.
She's saying over the comms like, "I'll help you," and you're like, "What?" And then
Well, help! Hold on just a sec.
Fuck. And then I sort of, once the stars have disappeared from my vision, I'm kind of like, just like head out just so I can see.
Sure. So you open up into a corridor of the galley. Everything's pretty still. There are some like flecks of dust, large flecks of dust kind of floating in the air. But you see what would be a regular corridor for the ship. This corridor would loop round from your schematic to near the med bay on this side. The galley has like a little dining area in the center. Off to the starboard side, so the kind of opposite side roughly to where you are, there's a security office where the actual like security colonial marine style people would have been on the ship. Crew cabins kind of jut out from both sides, both extremities of these corridors. And then the rear, so towards the aft of the galley where you are, you can head into some very long corridors that access the colonist pod bays. In each pod bay, there would be about 150 sleeping colonists. Where you are here, you've got this is kind of the bottom rung. You've got access to bays 3, 4 on the starboard side. 2 is pretty kind of out for the count, unfortunately, and 1 that is kind of back there, but kind of above you as well, can be accessed through here. And of course, the bridge is at the fore of this area.
So as I'm sort of like pulling myself out of the thing, I looked down. I'm like, "You're not gonna believe what's up here."
What is it?
Sweet fuck all. As she pushes herself back out of the thing. It's empty. It's dead. Nothing here.
Oh.
I mean, that's not surprising. So, shall we make our way to that bridge before the power goes out? It's been transmitting for a while.
Mhm.
Can figure out what to do once we get there.
All right. Everybody up? Everybody present accounted for? Everybody got everything?
Everything's here.
All right. To the bridge.
Okay. As you walk through this portside corridor, you make your way past the med bay. And with your training, Hyde, you are checking corners.
Mhm.
You're checking top, bottom, right, left. And the entranceway on the right-hand side to the med bay, your torchlight on your... At this point, are you like pulse rifle in hand, or are you just like sidearm ready, or are you just walking through?
I've got the pulse rifle, but it's not like up and raised. It's down,
Right.
but ready to, you know.
Yeah, you're in a ready
like,
position.
At rest. Yeah.
But the lights of your helmet, as you scan left and right, as you look right to the med bay, just get that flash of dried red blood smeared on the floor. And as you look down and you look round to your right now, back towards the rest of the crew, you can all see as well there is a little trail of red blood just splattered along the floor for about 15 feet back down the corridor.
I do that. You know, stop.
See something?
Mm-hmm. And then the gun comes up. There's a trail. Need
Do I
light.
see the trail?
Yeah, absolutely.
I
So-
take a picture of it.
So there's like a little trail on the corridor that you're in that gets bloodier the closer you get to the med bay.
I'm following the trail. You know, the head is literally like on a swivel. I'm like
Mhm.
super keeping my eyes out.
Alright.
I need lights.
All right, I'll
Who
shine.
knows lights?
All right, let's make it quick.
Okay, you heading into the med bay?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. So you head in towards the med bay, and there is a monitor at the end of the med bay. As you turn the corner, the entrance way is on the bottom left-hand corner of this room as you enter. The top left-hand corner, as you look round, there is just one display on. It's a kind of flickering green display, and it's just very, very faint. But in that faint light, you can see, and now with Kate shining that torch around the corner, you see a curtain having come down onto the floor. There are blood splatters all over the wall, and sat in the furthest patient's bed is the remains of a man, and his chest cavity, for want of a better term, has exploded.
Mm-hmm. Hyde's gonna go up. I mean, obviously she's still checking to make sure that there's nothing else in the room, but she's going up to this body and she's like, what the fuck?
You look down and essentially even the rib cage has burst open, and a fair amount of the abdomen, the skin has torn.
Mm-hmm.
And just having a little look around, the blood splatter is consistent with this coming from this body. So there's flecks of it on the ceiling, as well as all over the curtain that came down, and on the wall just next to you, and the display as well.
This was no grenade accident. This is something different. This is something.
Just hear gagging over the comms, like, oh God, what did that?
He said something about something bursting out of some dude's chest, right?
Cool. I just take a couple photos.
So what could have caused something like this?
Can I go over to the terminal? You said there's a terminal still on.
Yeah, it's one you'd commonly see at like a hospital or something. It's the heartbeat ECG style monitor.
Okay. Is there any like logged data in there? Or is it just a current monitor? Like
Someone make a Comtech check for me.
I'll use my electronic tools to help me with
Okay.
this. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
So you don't think there's any stored information here? The ECG's machines don't tend to. They tend to be just a monitoring system.
Okay.
For doctors just to respond to. I mean, this one's flatlining.
Do I see any
I think he's dead.
surveillance devices in here?
Let me think. You don't see any surveillance devices in here. No. No cameras or anything.
Are we able to turn on the other like monitors and equipment that we see? Is any of the rest of it working?
Yeah, so a body goes over, she checks the like different monitors and stuff, checks just flicks on and off and stuff like that, and nothing else seems powered.
It's still, I guess we still just need to get to command, get some power back in here if we can, and then figure out what the hell happened.
Yes, the Arnold's log should be in there. Maybe they'll shine some light on what happened here. What caused that?
Like, Hyde is like a kid poking a dead thing with a stick at this guy. She's just like, what the? Like, just...
Hyde, maybe don't do that. We don't know what caused it, or if it could still explode more.
It doesn't seem sanitary.
What's gonna explode? You seen the ceiling over there? That's where his lungs are.
That's what we're going to find out when we go
that's
to
where
the
they
main.
went.
Yeah, we don't know if like more of it could explode and just like get bone shards all up in you. You know what I'm talking about?
She like
that's the wrong kind of
bed,
bone you want up in you.
Shakes the bed with her foot. It's like, looks pretty done to me. You got any more exploding in you?
So the chest has kind of exploded, obviously, but you've got a slightly inflamed but more or less preserved head and face. For those of you that would have studied the crew and the files that you've got on the crew, you can determine fairly easily that even with the kind of neck swelling, this was Sven Stackman, the pilot.
Yeah, that matches up.
All right, we need to figure out what the hell happened here. This is wrong on so many levels.
I mean, Ordnance seems unlikely now. I don't think he was cleared for any sort of anything like that. He's a pilot.
When does that stop anyone? I mean, what? All right, let's move on.
Maybe he had explosive heartburn. I don't know.
I mean, that just bypasses many regulations in here.
I see so many broken regulations right now.
Yeah, for when this body should be in quarantine.
Exactly. Why did they just leave it in here?
At least it's looking less and less like malfunction, more like pilot human error. I forget what happened.
I mean, do we call this human error? Like, if people's insides are exploding,
well, someone did that to this guy,
error?
and then they left the body here, and it's unsanitary. And they didn't even try to mop.
I feel like we're all focusing on the wrong parts of this, but whatever.
I'm putting all this in the report. I've already started the reports, Aizawa, just so you know.
Yep. Well, I'm
keeping
also
up with the
keeping
paperwork.
Hyde, your
taking
motion
camera
tracker
log.
gets a beep.
I'm like straight away looking at it.
Nothing
What is
there.
it?
And she like tests it over these three just to make sure it's not malfunctioning.
I mean, they're all stood looking at you, so there's no signatures right now.
Somebody just move. Somebody move for me right now.
Oh,
So Aizawa and McCoy does a dance, so I would like moves to the left. And yeah, you get some signals from both of those, some echoes of what they're doing on the monitor.
All right, playtime's over, kids. There might be something here. I gotta.
like a survivor?
I don't know.
Oh, either that or could be scavenger. Someone.
Or
People
could
can
be
scrap.
who or whatever did
Precious
this.
company. Let's go. All right. Get the bridge,
All right.
get the power on, get this done, and then I
Is
can
there
go
like a
home.
fire extinguisher in here?
There was a fire
Midday?
extinguisher behind a panel.
Okay, I'll take that.
Okay. We'll figure out what that does when
I'm
we
just,
get right
I'm
to
just
it.
gonna take the fire extinguisher.
For sure, yeah. I don't know the
Makes me
rules of
feel
fire
safe.
extinguishers.
Okay.
We'll work it out
So-
together.
The bludgeoning option at least.
There we go, right? Yeah, for sure. Okay. You round your way through the corridor again, past the crew quarters on the left-hand side, and meet the point at which the corridors converge onto the bridge. The bridge door is not powered, but is open. As if opened mechanically. I mean, Abadi, you can see that it kind of, yeah, it looks like this has been like opened somehow, because the doors are kind of like, they're just nudging out of the both sides. These are like, you know, Star Trek-y doors, but they're just like, you can still see a bit of them around the rim of the doorway. And McCoy as well, like you very easily figure this out.
These are supposed to be shut during decompression events, aren't they?
Was not shut.
It's possible they were opened afterward. We should get inside and see what we can figure out.
Flip a sec. I scan it again with my motion tracker. Just hold it up.
Yes. Let's roll,
Oh.
maybe. Or I will actually check the rules for motion trackers. I could do that too.
Maybe you could do that.
Maybe I do that. Vision devices, diagnostics and displays. No vision devices. Motion tracker. You've got the M314.
Yes.
All right. Long range in close quarters. Originally designed for rescue teams searching for civilians trapped in cave-ins. It would actually help me if it told me what it does. See page 86. I'm on page 86. Ugh.
It's the thing you cling to in Alien Isolation.
It is.
That's where the bad thing is.
Okay. You can use the motion tracker once per turn, and each time you use it, you must make a power supply roll.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
The tracker will automatically detect the presence of any large moving objects within long range, up to 4 zones away, indoors, and let you know which zone they are in. The motion tracker will only detect moving objects. Okay. If you would like to use it, then you must make a what's called a power roll, and that is, I believe, where you basically roll only 1 stress die for each point of remaining power you have with it. And I believe it was power 4. You got that written down anywhere?
Nope.
That's fine. I'll find it.
Oh.
You have. Yeah, it doesn't say. Good work. It should do. 1 tick. You have power supply of 5.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, let's do it. I'll roll a stress die.
yeah, so I need you to roll 5 stress die. So on the sheet, there's a stress die option near the top. So this isn't for your stress. This is just to see if any power gets depleted.
Okay.
For each little alien dude you roll, you'll lose 1 power.
Get ready for 5 aliens. No.
Oh, good.
No power lost. Okay, cool. You scan 1 last time, and you don't detect any blips.
Good.
All right. Come on. Still got the gun up though.
Sure thing. You're first into the bridge?
Yep.
Okay. You look around, and the only other light that's in here, apart from your headlamps, as you scan around the bridge, is on the right-hand side. One display, just faintly flickering at the station. You have a look round the bridge, and there's a couple of... It's almost like an office where all the desks are pointing forward. There are somewhat kind of cubicle areas, each with a console. A lot of them have half leftover dinner, mugs, mouldy now, not been cleaned. The station that the monitor is flickering on, you just kind of glance over, and with your torchlight, you can just see above it, in like a enameled like label, is comms.
Unwashed dishes, wasting food gone rancid.
All right, this is what we're looking for. And Kate's gonna go and see if she can like log in on this thing.
Sure. So this system is operational. It's been logged into, and the comms are open.
Okay, I'm gonna look for any logs here.
There should be one from me when we tested it.
Yep.
Okay. The logs you've been locked out of at this moment in time. They've been like in isolation. They've been kind of like they're locked.
Can I use my corporate clearance to unlock that, bypass that?
Absolutely. If you want to roll Comtech for me,
okay.
You'll unlock it for sure. If you want to roll Comtech for me, and if you get any successes, you can also ask me a specific question about the logs. But I'll give you some information anyway.
Okay. Let's do this. Oh, okay.
All right. One specific thing. Okay. So you get into the logs by Captain Arnold. She effectively describes how they were awoken by Mother as the ship dropped out of FTL after calculating a collision was about to hit them in FTL. They did all they could to assemble quickly, but because they were brought out of hypersleep a bit too quickly, some of the crew didn't fare so well, and by the time that they were actually properly able and on the bridge, Mother was trying to correct the course, but they collided with the moon. The aft of the ship has been absolutely wrecked by the impact. Its underside as well. And the captain estimates that only about 300 colonists remain. The biologist aboard, I forget her name. Let's have a little check. That was he, Logan Ward. He had a little look at the atmosphere outside, and as I said, it's a barely breathable atmosphere. It's too frigid and cold to sustain any kind of human life. It's at that point that Geraldine Colbert, who is a private security officer, she sees and she reports the last few seconds of Sven Stackman getting hit by what she describes as some weird long black creature. Stackman's rushed to the med bay under the supervision of Dr. Aberley, and she tries to take care of him as best she can, but he just seems to get sicker and sicker.
Interesting.
It's at that point that it's logged that Brandon Poole, the XO, and the chief science officer, with Giovanni Dela Cruz and Natalie Ashford, go to take a look at the reactor. is fucked. Reads the report. Radiation has leaked out onto the deck. It's at that point that they lose contact with Brandon, Giovanni, and Natalie on the engineering deck.
Well, I'm going to take my data transmitter card and do what I can to send these logs back to our mother system.
Sure.
Ship.
Yeah. The continuing.
Anything for the report?
Yes. It's inconclusive. Don't know what happened. There's something wrong with the reactor core.
Oh.
And there might be something in engineering, but there's nothing in here to say what happened to this ship. I'm lying. But...
Would Kate have been like making sure we weren't reading over her shoulder?
Yeah, because I.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Like I'm hunched over it.
Well, since Kate is hunched over, can I just observe the room? I'd like to make an observation roll and just see if anything is shady, out of the ordinary, other than the food and drinks being left out.
Okay, sure.
I got a success.
One success.
One success.
Okay. So you
We haven't found any bodies yet, right?
No.
Besides the pilot. Okay, yeah.
No.
Just make sure.
You don't find any bodies.
Mm-hmm. What you do find here are some packets from like an emergency supply Okay.
pack.
Okay.
So this would be handful of first aid
Mm-hmm.
provisions, maybe a blanket, like a survival
Okay.
blanket, folded up into a little plastic envelope. Some like dodgy meds, so some suppressants or like kind of sleeping pill type things.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Those are the only real dodgy
Not something
things.
you typically find on the bridge, so she'll make note of that. And take them.
Okay. For Azawa, the last bit of the log that's particularly relevant to her, and the last thing that Captain Arnold actually inputs in the log is that she decides that they're going to try and use the dropship like an escape pod. She's worried that whatever's here, like they can't stay here. It's not safe. But she notes that the remaining security personnel want to mount a rescue mission in the engineering deck. And that to basically stave off a mutiny, she's letting them do it, but the rest of the crew are fucking off on that dropship. And that is it.
Well, apparently the collision did not kill these people outright. Some sort of issue in engineering.
I think there'd be more bodies if it did.
Apparently something forced the captain to abandon the ship. Security crew stayed here.
Something?
Apparently there is something of interest in the engineering area.
Any more details than something?
They're rather vague.
Like, is it bigger than a bread box?
Like the report, the log literally says there's something in engineering.
Some event in engineering. Could be there's a mutiny. Maybe they blockade themselves, but security seemed riled up.
all due respect, Miss Aizawa, if it was a mutiny, they would say it was a mutiny. And they would say, there are people with guns. Something is a little bit vague.
Who knows what desperate colonists will say?
Mm-hmm.
But that is our. But we have a new focus. We need to figure out what's in engineering, what made them leave, and what's so important.
Are we able to, is there any sort of like mobile control unit that would allow us to power rooms as we go through them?
I think you would essentially have to try and bypass any power that you can get from the reactor.
Okay. Would it be possible from this room to try to open a comm line directly to engineering?
Yeah, I would say that you'd have to make a comtech check just to try, because you're dealing with like underpowered systems or like some ruined tech as well. So
apparently not.
okay, you try. You can push the roll, so you can re-roll those 3 dice, but you will gain a stress die.
Oh, could I use my diagnostic device to try to help with it?
Not after the roll, but yeah. So I think you should have rolled like 2 more base dice. I think, as it says. So
Yeah.
just roll. Yeah, just roll 2 more base dice for me. Oh,
Still nothing.
so now you can push the roll if you'd like.
I guess I would like to do that because
All right.
I want to try to communicate with engineering before we just go there.
Sure. All right. So re-roll all 5 of those base dice. Nice. Okay. So now you will gain 1 stress die. So yeah, you establish a comms link between the bridge and engineering. And do you transmit anything straight away, or do you listen?
Yeah, just a pretty simple like, come in, is anyone there?
So you say that, and you hear back over the comm what sounds like a cat or a dog, like with its claws, like rushing across a wooden floor or like a metal floor, like it kind of animalistic footsteps almost, scratching on metal. And it just as a slip, it like it comes in, it fades away almost as quickly.
Do we know if there would be any animals aboard, like a colonist ship like this, or would Atiana pretty much suspect it's like a piece of machinery that's like swinging back and forth or something?
I could imagine that there are some animals that were contained in like kind of like ready-made hypersleep bays. They're kind of like bringing like husbandry animals. But
just a bunch of little hyper sleeping cows.
yeah.
Oh,
Well, I'm about to ruin your day because I think they will have all been in the aft, and so that herd of space cows are.
It jumped over the moon.
They
Love it.
they jumped into the moon. Sorry.
Okay, then after hearing that, she would just try again. Like, come in, does anyone read? Can anybody hear me?
I don't think they can read it because it's audio.
No, McCoy. Does anyone read? Never mind. Yeah.
Bring up the rifle for
The
1
the
second.
standard operating procedures. I'll just it's fine.
Does anybody read me? Just more scratching sounds.
Nothing now.
Okay. Well, it doesn't seem like anyone's over there, or if they are there, they're for some reason not able to get to the comm to communicate back with us.
I have a
But
question.
it sounds like there's a creature.
Where's Cross? He did the message from here, right? He was on the bridge. The distress signal. That's where it came from. Where is he?
That is a very good question.
Maybe he found a sealed off bulkhead.
Now that we're in the ship, can we try another infrared scan? Or if there's some other way the ship has of keeping track of the colonists, like a colonist tracking system or something.
So anything that you would want to kind of get that information from would be the mother that's aboard the ship, the computer AI thing.
Okay, and is there not enough power for her to be active right now, or we just haven't called for her?
You just haven't called for her.
In that case.
Mother, may I?
Greetings. It's like crackly, and you can like hear it. It's like it sounds distant.
Mother, can you tell us what happened here?
That information is on lockdown, on the orders of Captain Arnold.
Well, can you tell us if there are any surviving crew members?
There are no surviving crew members aboard the Deimos.
What about any surviving cows?
The husbandry systems have been lost.
Oh.
What's going on in engineering right now?
The main fusion reactor is exhibiting dangerous radiation levels and is operating at a 6% capacity.
Oh, that's really low.
Can you shut it down to stop the radiation?
I can only shut it down on the authority of the captain.
But the captain is dead?
I do not know that.
You just said there were no surviving crew members.
They got on the escape pod.
So if there are no crew members present, can you do it on the authority of the highest ranking member of the company?
A ranking representative of the Weyland Yutani Corp would be acceptable.
All right, Aizawa.
Yes. Mother, will you take login from employee number 142422156 for clearance? Shift over captain's override to me.
Registering. Okay, Aizawa. Ms. Aizawa, you are now in command of this vessel.
Release those logs. Repeat what happened in engineering. All info.
Upon the crash, the fusion reactor was damaged and started leaking radiation. Brandon Poole, XO, Giovanni de la Cruz, Sergeant, Natalie Ashford, Sergeant, made their way down to engineering.
And
there was one unregistered biosign in engineering.
Stowaway.
It killed the crew members.
Oh, a serial killer.
Is that
stowaway.
biosign still aboard?
I cannot determine that information.
Why not?
Internal sensors are offline.
Oh, Mother, may I ask what caused the crash?
An unanticipated course misdirection, miscalculation.
How did this unidentified biosign get aboard?
I cannot determine that information.
Is there any more information on the biosign? Humanoid. Example.
I am having trouble analyzing that information.
What do you mean having trouble?
Ooh, was the bio sign on board before or after the crash?
The biosign registered once we crashed on the moon.
You guys, this might be an extraterrestrial life form.
All right, we should get back to our ship.
No, we gotta find out what this thing is.
Exactly. We gotta know. We gotta fill out these company forms. They're not gonna
Yes.
be happy if we don't have
Yes.
all the
We
information.
already know, we don't know what this thing is, but we do know that it's already killed members of the Deimos.
Well, they weren't expecting it. We are. We got the upper hand now.
It is
We don't
company prerogative to figure out what it is. We are not leaving until we figure out. We can't go back until we figure out what did this.
And Hyde has a bit of a smile on her face as she pulls up her gun. And you've got me.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, we still have the radiation to worry about. Mother, are you able to lower the reactor to minimum operating levels enough to let us enter engineering?
In order to do that, Ms. Azawa, I would need to lower reactor to a level where I would no longer be operational.
Alternative, Mother? Are their radiation shielded suits still intact?
Your corporate issue shoots should be enough.
should be, not
Within
for sure are.
We
Within
can
cer-
always go through the galley again and get some more tin foil.
Within safe levels or survivable levels, Mother?
Theoretically within safe levels, as that was their design.
Might just pick up some extra tin foil to be safe on the.
So, Mother, just to make sure I have everything right here, there's some sort of unidentified biosign aboard that is responsible for the death of several of the crew here, and there's radiation that very well could kill us if we stay aboard. And there are no surviving crew for us to find or rescue.
There are currently 23 colonists that are alive.
Are they aboard this ship currently?
Yes.
Would I
Survivors. I mean,
Location,
colonists technically
Mother?
not crew, so you just gotta be really specific.
The survivors are mixed between colony bays 1 and 4.
All right.
Are they're currently alive. Are they in a position where if we were to go get them, we could safely transport them back to our ship?
Power to the hypersleep pods has been difficult to maintain. I've had to shut up various systems. The probability of reviving and awakening these colonists could be slim.
But they're currently still in hypersleep.
We wake them up, they're gonna be so sad about their cows.
If they wake up.
Can you start the process
When
to
they
wake
wake
them?
I would need an affirmative order from Miss Aizawa.
You have that clearance. Proceed.
Proceeding.
Upon waking, all who wake, please inform them immediately upon their awakening that we are coming to retrieve them and that they should stay put.
Understood. All right. So at the end of Act 1, I'm going to have a little check on your agendas, and I'm going to say whether you are doing your bit for your little agenda or not. So, top of the list, I've got Jess. I think you are spot on there. You get a story point, for sure. Lindy, I've definitely seen you do some of this work, so you have a story point there as well. Shauna, I got a bit of this towards the beginning. I quite liked it, so I think, yep, that's good there. And Susie, I don't know that you got that in there. Yeah, all right. Sorry about that.
No.
All right, but take a look at your Act 2 agendas as things start to ramp up.
Mm-hmm.
Does this mean we can read Act 2 now?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Have a quick chat between yourselves. Not about your agendas, obviously, but I take a quick bio. But have a little chat. Figure out what you want to do next.
So my agenda, yes, no. I'm kidding.
I've never wanted to talk about anything more in my life.
Tell me about it. So
now
we
he's
need
gone.
to rescue the colonists and then get the hell out of here.
And find out more about this potential extraterrestrial life form. We gotta know what's going on here.
Gotta know your enemy.
I mean, look how cute it is.
I wish.
Oh.
Or we can try to download whatever data we can, rescue the colonists, get out of here, and transmit that data to someone who can do something with it from a distance.
It is regulation for the recovery teams to figure out what happened.
Exactly.
No man left behind.
So we gotta do all of the things.
Yeah, I'm saying we rescue the people and then leave, not stick around to figure out what did it.
I mean, we can
Oh.
find out what did it on our way to rescue these people, and then we'll be even more aware for when we take them off about any
Mhm.
difficulties that might be in the way.
If you have any concerns about what we are doing here, you should reread your Weyland Yutani contract.
They're very specific, lots of fine print.
We are doing this to the letter of our contracts.
Even the fine print letters.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm saying like we should absolutely save the people and we should figure out what did it, but we should do it from a safe distance.
We didn't get any information when we were on our ship, so obviously we've got to do it on this ship.
Well, I mean, we're at command. Maybe there's, information that we can transmit and parse through later.
I can try to access a terminal and see if there's any, like specific crash data info. I am an engineer, so, it said there was a miscalculation, so I'll look into that.
Yeah, how is it possible for Mother to miscalculate the trajectory here?
What I'm thinking is there was some human error interaction in here. Maybe
All
it
the
was
humans were in
deliberate.
hypersleep.
Or
Maybe
supposed
not
to be.
all of them were.
Maybe the initial collision caused enough damage to Mother's systems.
Well, but the collision happened because of the miscalculation, didn't it?
Exactly. So maybe someone, I'm not going to name any names here because I don't know these people, but maybe someone messed with it before hypersleep.
Mother, did anyone mess with your systems?
I'm going to start going into the computer and looking for crash info. Just got information.
Okay. Mother replies, in order to properly evaluate that, I would need to do a self-diagnostic.
Okay. Yes.
I'm currently using all remaining power to wake up the colonists. Would you like
so
me
we
to
got to
stop?
self-diagnose after the colonists or was.
Once all the colonists are awake and accounted for and informed to hold their position until we rescue them, please begin the process of self-diagnostic.
Understood.
So while you folks are all stood around these terminals, Hyde is bored out of her fucking mind. She grabs her sidearm, thinks about who she's gonna give it to, and sighs before she gives it to Atiena. There's gonna be a lot of colonists popping out of hypersleep. I'm gonna just raid the med bay for any sort of leftover supplies. I'll be 2 minutes.
I found some aspirin packets on the floor over here.
There might be more. Oh no, I'm doing the fucking accent.
Welcome.
Be careful.
This is Mother.
Oh no.
Mother, may I ask another question?
You've infected us all.
Oh no.
The real xenomorph.
All right, stay safe, Hyde. Be quick, please. Keep an open line. Keep us updated. We will wait here for your return, and then we will head out together.
Yep, sure. And just like toss the sidearm to her.
Cool.
You got a pistol now. Congrats.
Give me them terminal information.
Roll me a comp tech
Okay.
check.
Cause I'm curious, like, what would cause Mother to miscalculate? That doesn't sound right. Finally, 3 successes.
Hell yeah.
Essentially, I think this is an old Mother unit. They've
Okay.
because they're tied to a mainframe as well, which is just through a door to the right of the bridge. But they have reinstalled the hardware onto this one.
Uh-huh.
So it's like a second-hand Mother.
Interesting. Gonna be like, oh no, they were. Lower my voice. So, I think this is a second-hand Mother. It was reinstalled.
Oh, a stepmother.
Yeah, like a stepmother.
Sorry, that was really rude.
That's great. Wow.
No hate for stepmothers.
No, I get it, but that was quite funny.
Yeah, like a stepmother. You know, it was definitely wasn't new, and they reinstalled it. So. That could be what caused some mathematical errors.
With those 2 contexts, extra successes, you can do some
Yes.
stunts.
Oh boy.
With Comtech, you can do all those fun things like showing off and stuff, but you could also, I think, ask me a question, or you can also cover your tracks.
I think it's on page 69, so I'm gonna.
Nice.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I remembered that because it was the nice page number. I would like to get new or unexpected information.
New or unexpected information.
Yes, I'm going deep into. I'm going into all the logs, even though I just
Okay.
said I was going into the crash logs.
Okay. What would you like to know about?
Oh.
Topic-wise? 'Cause otherwise I'm just plucking this out of thin air and I'm trying to think.
The life form.
The life form.
Yeah. Sounds like something we might want to know more about.
Sure. It was first registered in the galley.
Okay. And then I'll cover my tracks
Susie.
after I learn this info.
Hi.
Hi. So you make your way in your suit and with your pulse rifle to the med bay. Is it still like clear-headed and focused, or is this more of a rush to the med bay?
She's definitely moving at a faster pace. So I think part of her brain is like, I've already cleared this section. I know it's probably safe. But she's still gonna be alert. She's not just like tunnel vision.
Okay. need you to make an observation test for me, please.
Oh, that's definitely one of my good skills. Hold up.
cool.
Turns out this Space Marine, not Space Marine, Colonial Marine. Observation, let's go. Not very observant.
Cool.
Oh, good.
Cool.
Cool. Great.
Okay. You make your way to the med bay.
Mm-hmm.
And you rifle through some of the containers and stuff. It starts to become more frantic as you look for medicines, bits and bobs. Anything that you are particularly looking for here?
Oh, yeah, I'm looking for the good shit. The painkillers, the stimulants, like the strong stuff. I'm like ripping open cabinets. If it's like locked, like break the lock.
Yeah. You have to prise open a cabinet, but you definitely find some pharmaceuticals.
Sweet.
This is a this is an X drug.
A what?
This is an
Oh, the fun
This
stuff.
is an X-stim. Yeah.
Ooh.
You've heard rumors about this amongst your Marine mates. It's rumored that the Colonial Marine Corps is experimenting with these kind of stimulants. The thought is that they're illegal.
Mm-hmm.
And there are no other rules than that. It says varies.
Okay.
So good on it. So we'll do some random like look, it'll add to some of your attributes, I think. We could roll randomly.
All right.
But yeah.
I mean,
See what
she
it
gets
is.
a hold of that and it's
Sure.
she's popping it. How is it administered? Is it a needle? Is it like
Yeah. You're gonna have to open your suit.
worth it?
Okay.
This is how I die.
We just find you like on the ground, just like the suit opened with like, what the hell happened
Like
in
just
here?
enough shoulder out to get the needle in, and you just dead.
This is
There's like
perfect.
one syringe sticking out of you.
It's perfect cinematic play, by the way. Right. Perfect. Right. You click.
Stupid, so you do it.
Yeah, you click
Yeah.
open the seal of the helmet and it hisses into the atmosphere here. You pull open the helmet and you breathe this stale, slightly putrid air. But you kind of take a couple of breaths and it's alright. It smells, but it's you're not, your lungs aren't burning or anything. But you and now you've got this stim. So you're like trying to kind of pull away at the hard casing, trying to get a bit of kind of fleshy shoulder or something to inject into. And that's when you hear this like from behind you. Yeah. What? So you've got like the stim in like and
Yeah. So it's like a frantic like
yeah. And the gun like harnessed but down, and as you're fumbling with these gun, you see this like 6-foot black kind of almost lizardy Gygass thing ridges all across its long head, and it's like strange kind of almost exoskeletal but skeletal structure of its body. It's slim black body, and it's got this kind of clear mucus almost kind of dripping over its face as it looks towards you, and it's going to assess the threat.
Oh.
Ooh.
I am a threat.
For sure.
But hopefully it doesn't think you're one, and it might let you live.
Right. Okay. The xenomorph pauses, hissing quietly, but all the more threatening for that. It looks, as you stare into its eyeless face, as if it's thinking, or maybe giving silent orders to unseen companions. you're going to gain a stress level.
Okay. I am pretty
think?
stressed out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh no, my dice were in the wrong place. Where did I put you? There we go. Okay.
Big thank you to Cabe for those gifted subs.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Are these not quite... That's very odd. The studio mode's not working. That's a bit odd. Anyway.
Oh.
We're fine.
Are we fine though?
I don't know. I think it's how the... no, I know what I've done. Because I've grouped things in the overlays. We're all good. Okay. Now, we're going to pull some initiative cards. You're going to pull one card.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pull 2 cards.
Okay.
So you see that you've got the little card deck in Roll20.
Mm-hmm.
Just pull the top tab of that and bring it off onto the actual like screen area, play area.
Okay.
And you should just pop up. Yes, okay. So you're initiative 9.
Mm-hmm.
Good start.
Yep.
And I've got 8 and 6.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
It's had a go. So, yeah, I'll give it another go. Let's go. Let's go. It's going to assess the threat again. Gain a stress die.
Oh, for one break. Okay.
I think this is you. Yes. Okay.
Hyde is gonna, as this thing's staring at her, and she's taking it in, and it's got like the drippy, horrible mouth, and she's like taking like herself reflected in its weird, shiny face. She's gonna very slowly just pull the gun up, not taking her eyes off it,
Nice.
and then she's gonna pull the trigger.
Okay. I want you to roll that attack for me. As it's
Okay.
kind of staring at you locked, I'm not going to put a kind of... There's normally like a penalty to these
Mm-hmm.
ranged within melee in most games, but I'm not going to apply anything like that. I
Okay.
think the moment's perfect. Cool. So that is one success that you needed, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So damage is 2, so that will deal 2, because then any other extra successes would have get you some more damage. I do get to roll my armor dice though.
Oh.
It's got some pretty chonky armor. Boop. Nope. 1 damage. 1 damage. Alright. Nice. But I do believe if it takes any damage, it's acid splash time.
Cool.
Cool.
Cool. Tight.
Okay. You have an armor of 2, I believe, with that suit.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to roll for me. Roll 2 dice, base dice.
Okay.
Or if you click armor, I think it rolls for it too.
Yeah, if you've added that in.
Oh no.
Okay, this acid burns through the arm of the armor, and you're going to take 1 damage.
Oh no.
Oh, so much for the radiation proofing of the suit. Oh.
Okay.
Okay. I need you.
It's tin foil over it. It'll be fine.
You rolled a little alien symbol.
Okay.
I need you to roll a panic. Panic roll for me. So you're going to roll 1d6, a normal d6, and you're going to add your current stress level to that result, and then check the table.
Okay.
That is a panic.
Cool.
You have done a panic.
I have done a panic. I mean,
You really want like 6 or less?
So
No one-
7, a nervous twitch. Your stress level, and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range of you, increases by 1.
I'm stressed out.
The good thing is, no one's here to see you panic. So you know,
No, that's true. Nobody
you
knows.
can just like brush it off when you come back. It's like no, if you come
fine.
back, if you come
When I come back.
All right.
By the way, I'm going no as I'm firing. You know.
Yeah. You all hear this scream.
Do we hear gunfire too?
Yeah. You hear this like burst of.
Oh
pulse
no!
rifle
Do you
fire.
think she found something? She did say to wait for her, but this seems like she seems
No,
alive.
we're going after her right now.
Oh,
Okay.
I think you're going after her. You have the gun. Oh,
Yeah, I don't have any weapons.
Whatever. Stay here then. But she could be in danger. I
I'll
can't
go with
argue
you
this
for,
with
for
you.
moral support.
I'll stay here and monitor.
Okay, who's going?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'm gonna be in the back though, because I don't have a weapon. I'm like in viewing distance. Like you're doing a great job.
Sam, you said the mother mainframe was next to the bridge. Yep, I'm going there while y'all are doing this.
Okay. Cool. Jess Lindy, can you draw initiative cards for me as well?
Oh sure. Okay, initiative cards.
Has it got any cards left in it?
No, it says we're all out of cards.
That's the next card. That's all right. Unless that was the next card. No. Okay.
I don't think so.
Just checking. I'm just checking. Deal 1 card. Oh, I need to select a player. Just. Boop. I've run out of cards. How have I run out of cards? Okay.
You only put 3 in the deck? I don't know.
No.
There's only 6, 8, and 9.
It's
You
got
gotta pick a number.
It's got unplayed. Anyway.
2 of the best numbers are in there.
I don't know why this is. Okay, I've shuffled it again now. Alright, let's just redraw. So everyone pull a card, and then I'll pull the last 2. Oh, hey. Let me know the values as well.
1.
Ooh, nice.
7.
Oh, I think that was me with 7.
Okay, my
Try
bad
again.
then.
Try again.
9. I can count.
Okay, so I'm going to put mine in the top left there. Jess, I think you can drop yours in the table onto the thing. Yeah. Alright, let's put you down here. So you got number 1. Susie, have you dealt?
Oh no, hang on. Whoop. 3.
Alright.
Oh no.
So Susie's top right, Alien top left, and then Jess, you got 1, and Lindsay, you got 9. Alright. So, Jess, you run around the corridor, and in the entranceway to the med bay is this weird 6-foot skeletal black dripping alien.
And it's like it's in the doorway facing Hyde right now, right?
Yeah.
Um
It's staring at her.
Yeah, Abity's gonna pull out the sidearm that Hyde gave her and shoot it, I guess.
Cool. Roll an attack for me. Did you put all the little data into the sheet? Or do you need some info from Susie?
I do need some info from Susie, please.
Okay, 1 second. I got you.
Should be in
all
like, the
right.
second weapon tab. I'll put it in there.
Yeah, it's 2 bonus, 1 damage, medium range.
All right.
Oh. So in your pan... do you want to push the roll? Oh, remember you've got a stress die. So you should have rolled a...
Oh.
You should have rolled a stress die as well. Because that could give you a hit. Yeah, okay. Do you want to push the roll? Gain a stress die, but get to re-roll everything?
I mean, yeah, I see this thing. I'm pretty friggin' stressed.
Cool. Makes sense. Alright. So you'll re-roll the 4 base dice and the... Yeah, let's go for that. Alright, cool. So on the base die, you got that success. So you hit it. Damage is... Oh, you're rolling the cutting torch.
Oh, I see, yeah.
But
Should I re-roll that? Or
I'll take
does
the
that still
result.
work?
I'll take the result. Susie, what was the damage?
1.
1. Okay. So you deal 1 damage. I'll roll my armor roll. This is the alien's chunky armor. I absorb that damage, unfortunately. But you do hit it in the side, as the bullet seems to ricochet off the kind of strange, like, prong fin things that were on its back as you fire off a couple of shots. And then Susie, you are next on 3.
All right, let's try and I'm gonna shoot this thing again. I'm like, just fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's like screaming at it, like doing a battle cry at it as she's firing. Okay, so let's try again. Hang on. Oh, 1 success.
1 success. I'll roll armor, see if I absorb any of the damage. But the base damage is 2, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
2 damage. Oof. It should have been 2 last time, right?
Yes.
Okay.
She's like, you ugly motherfucker!
It in 4E parlance would be bloodied right now. So you'd be like, so this acid is like spewing from its stomach as you're like digging into it with a rifle, almost point blank range. I think it's acid attack time, but I will do half the base damage of the acid attack as it's still just kind of like seeping through. So I'll roll base of 5. You will take another damage from the acid as more of this like splatters onto you. Just a little bit just nubs your cheek and it just hisses and burns the side of your cheek. Okay, now 6 and 7 is the alien's turn. So its first thing, it's going to assess the threat, gain a stress die.
Fuck.
Oh man.
Maybe it'll get real stressed out and won't be able to fight. Just needs to take a nice bubble bath. And get away
I'm
from
gonna
it
get
all.
real stressed out.
Oh, you're like screaming at this point, I reckon. Let's go. All out attack.
Cool.
Cool.
Can we hear this on the? Are these on like open comms?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. If you wanted to shout anything, now's your chance.
Nice.
Oh my god!
Nice. Informative. Good.
No helping.
Yeah. I mean, your earpieces, your microphones are shorting out, like they're peaking because of the scream that's going on right now.
Just turn the volume down a little.
I mean, yeah.
Hide. What's happening? Hide.
Yeah, you're not getting anything back. She's just screaming. The Xenomorph launches into a wild attack, throwing every claw, fang, and pointed tail at its victim. It attacks. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But it's going just for you.
He's so dead.
So that is 2, 3, 4 damage. I think it's only +1 damage per extra thing.
Unless I wanted to do something different.
Nope.
No. Okay.
So 4 damage and armor piercing. So I think that's only rolling half of your armor dice. I think. I can check. So rolling 1 base dice, I think. There, Susie.
Yep.
Did you roll?
I'm gonna roll now. Oh. Nope.
Oh.
So 1. Yeah. So you just take that damage.
So hey,
yeah, counts as half.
that's all my health.
You are now broken.
Oh, no.
So you are out of the fight, and I need you to make a. We're gonna roll a critical injury here, friend.
Oh, good.
Bleeding gut.
I love a bleeding gut.
Doesn't everyone? So critical injuries are here. We are going to go with bleeding gut. Would be somewhere down the halfway mark, maybe. Bleeding gut number 45.
45.
It is fatal.
Mhm.
1 point of damage at every roll for mobility and close combat. Mm-hmm.
It's only gonna take you D6 days to heal.
That's
good.
Oh, like
that's
I have
optimistic.
days.
That's fine. That's good.
Oh.
That's good.
Oh.
So I need to check the
I was really hoping it'd just be
critical
winded,
injuries thing.
but
Okay. If you suffer a critical injury that is fatal, you must make a death roll when a limited time runs out. A death roll is a roll for stamina, but you cannot push the roll, and are not allowed to roll any stress dice. If the death roll fails, you die. If you succeed, you linger on, but you must make another death roll when the listed amount of time has passed again.
Oh.
Because you're broken now, you're out of it. Narratively, you can crawl, you can speak falteringly, but that's about it. You drop the gun, you fall back down onto the floor, your intestines are leaking out of your side, there's blood all over the suit, seeping down your legs. As this, like, you've kind of fought it off, I think, with the pulse rifle, but as it's whipped its tail almost like up around you and around your back, you feel it pierce your back around your kidneys, and then it burst out of the suit in front of you there. To save your life when you've suffered a fatal critical injury, someone must give you first aid before you fail a death roll. First aid's a slow action and a medical aid roll. So you got those medical kits, remember?
Mm-hmm.
But right now, Linda, you have an alien attacking Susie, attacking Hyde.
yes.
Oh.
It's my turn. I definitely hit record on my camera.
Okay.
Yes.
I just, I stick it like in like my front pocket, my spacesuit, so the camera's still sticking out and I don't have to use my hands. And then I have my fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna hold it at the ready in case someone wants to come over this way.
Okay. You can ready that. I'm cool with
I'm
that.
readying fire extinguisher.
Okay. Jesse, it's back up to you.
I'm really hoping I don't need to use it as a smoke cloud.
It has no eyes.
So when
It
Abby
doesn't
sees
like
that
fire
her
extinguisher fluid.
the sidearm wasn't as effective as she would have liked, she pulls out the cutting torch and is going to try to attack with that. And is the xenomorph's tail still in Hyde, or it
Yeah.
pierced her and then pulled out? So I guess
Like a puppet, like a marionette.
she's gonna
Tail.
run in and try to like cut through its tail.
Okay.
With the
Seems
cutting
like a bad
torch.
idea.
I love
Cut
it.
its head off, maybe.
And I'm getting it
Just,
all on
like,
camera. This is the
She's
best.
trying to kill this thing with her cutting torch,
Love
which
it.
is armor piercing.
Go for it. It's nice. I like it.
Yes. Make sure you get a nice clear picture, McCoy, of that thing. Nice clear picture. Mhm.
All right, clean the camera before we go off the ship.
Oh,
I'm definitely gonna try to push this.
go for
Save
it.
me!
Yes.
I have so much stress.
You only have 2 or 3 now.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
fine.
So just nothing then.
Yeah. So you run forward with it, but it now takes its tail out of Hyde and turns to you and fights off the cutting torch. We are gonna go then to what would have been Susie there on 3, wasn't it? But now 6 is going to be it. So it's
Oh no.
so it's going to turn onto Abadi, and it's gonna I roll randomly every time. 1 for all. Right. 1 for all. It leaps at the largest group of enemies and roars a challenge, sweeping its arms and legs tall through their ranks.
Well, there's a Susie and a chest right there,
So-
and I'm standing back in the hallway.
No, McCoy and Abadi are
Oh,
going to
no.
get this. So
I was hoping I was out of range.
all
It's
targets
fine
within
like
short range must succeed a mobility roll
that. Okay.
or be knocked off their feet, taking 1 point of damage. And you must immediately make a panic roll. Jess, you're good. You show off. You're great.
Yes.
Okay. Good successes, folks. But I need you to make panic rolls for me. So you're going to roll there's the panic roll button, obviously, but you're going to roll 1d6 and get lower than a 7, hopefully.
4.
Got it, Lindy?
Yeah.
Good, good. All right. So while you're, I'm going to give McCoy a stress die because this is getting crazy. So give yourself a stress die there.
Give myself a stress die.
Yeah. You've just been assaulted by an alien. It's out the realms of possibility now. Okay, that we are going to go. Oh, it's got a second turn. I forgot. And it's going to go an all-out attack on McCoy with the fire extinguisher. Don't worry, it's not disarmed you.
Can
but
I
you've
can
got
I
a
hit
fire
it
extinguisher.
because I had a ready to attack?
I'll let you try and hit it. Yeah.
Okay. Guessing this is just a combat roll, huh?
Yeah. Roll close combat.
Okay. I hit it.
You did hit it. I'm going to roll armor.
Take that fire extinguisher damage.
Bonk. It
Take that
takes.
fire extinguisher damage.
It takes
Damn.
a point of damage.
Excellent.
Clunk.
Yeah, and it's kind of bludgeony, so I'm not going to do any acid attack either.
Yeah.
Nice.
I boop it on the head.
And in return, it is going to try and
Yeah.
properly go for you. All out attack. Okay, fun times. Oh, thought I'd clicked it then. Let's go. So that's 3, 4, 5 damage. Roll your
Ow.
roll your.
Okay.
Oh, roll 1 armor dice.
One armor dice?
It's
Oh,
armor
I'm gonna
piercing.
use a story point to maybe
Okay.
give me a second armor.
Yeah, sure.
Nice. Or at least one armor. So I have one.
So you have 1 armor.
I have
Okay.
one armor.
Okay, you're going to absorb. So what I say, it's 5. So you're going to take 4 damage.
Okay. Ow.
Okay. As it takes a chunk out of you, can you describe to Jess what she sees in terms of an injury?
Yeah, so as it takes a big chunk out of me, probably maybe with its mouth because I hit it on the face and it probably didn't like that. Just takes a bite out of me. You see a big spray of white as it chomps into me.
It's like white milky spray over the corridor.
Mhm.
Right.
Yes, that actually. Things are adding up in my head right now.
That tracks. Yeah, that tracks. Cool. All right.
And I'm
Is
like,
that why
oh
you're drinking
shit.
milk, Lindy?
I really like milk as a side note, but I did think about it after I had sat down with it. I was like, well,
It's good. It's good. And then Lindy, if you're still up, then that's a 9 on your initiative, so you can go next.
I'm gonna hit it with the fire extinguisher again because yes, I am still up because I'm a strong robot.
Cool. All right.
Yeah. Oh no.
No, not gonna happen, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Okay. Jess, it's back up to you. What's the baddie up to?
Recovering from learning about McCoy
Help.
is just gonna go in again with the cutting torch and try this again and hope for a better result.
Okay. Yeah, you hit it. That's a success. So three damage. Armor piercing. So I'm only rolling 5 armor dice. You know. Whatever. What's my penalty modifier? -5. So I'll absorb 1 of those damage, so it'll be 2. as you drive the. I reckon you cut off an arm. I am going to acid splash you, though. So you're going to take 1 damage. Roll your 2 armor dice for me.
Oh.
That's all right.
Oh, I did that wrong. Base die, sorry.
Yeah, base die. Oh, okay. So no armor points there absorbing it. So yeah, just like hide, you get a spray of this acid like burn into your leg and like burn the hermetic seal of your suit. And it stings.
Does it do damage? 1
Yeah.
damage?
Yeah, it does 1 damage.
Whew.
And we would have been going to Susie. Susie, do you like to crawl somewhere? Would you like to
I'm trying to
cry
like
out in pain?
crawl my way out of the fucking room, holding my guts in, like, but very tough.
Nice. You see the milky spray of McCoy's synthetic
She's
blood.
not even processing that right now. She's like, I can see my fucking intestines.
Oh, no.
Fair.
Too busy with your own guts. That's good.
Yeah, right. Okay, and then it is now going to try and attack Abadi as she just went at it with the
Cut off
laser
arms.
cutter. Yeah. Okay, 1 for all again.
Oh no!
So this is the mobility check, guys.
Okay.
To stay upright. You're good. Okay, Jess, you need to make me. You've succeeded, but you need to make me a panic roll. Okay, so you will panic, and this is going to be a tremble. So you start to tremble uncontrollably as the acid seeps into your leg, getting into the bone and the sinew. All skill
Told
rolls.
you all, we should get out of here.
All skill rolls using agility suffer a -2 modification until your panic stops. So in cinematic mode, you can recover stress and you can recover from panic by using your signature item. You can't just do it like right now. You have to spend a little bit of time like with it, just being like, oh, my flask, it's so nice, right? Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, stuff like that. But yeah, that's what you could do in cinematic mode, because normally you would like have some downtime and you would chill out and stuff. All right, well that was its first action, I think. Cool. Yeah. Action number 2. Oh man. Okay. Now it's gonna like look and be weird and hiss at you, with like no eyes staring into you. I think you gain a stress die.
You're real stressed out.
Yeah. Yep. You would, Lindy, but obviously not now. Yeah, you gain a +1 stress level. Jess.
Oh yeah, ha ha ha! I don't take any stress, suckers.
All right. I don't feel like we're quite gonna get to the end of the scenario in like 40 minutes, but we'll give it.
Don't worry, I have a plan.
Cool, good, okay. So it's done its thing. Then number 9, yeah, Lindy. What is McCoy up to?
I'm gonna smack it with my fire extinguisher because it's the only weapon I have.
Was that the plan?
No, it's for after we kill this thing.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll tell you in the meta guide, it's got 1 hit left. It's got
Come on,
1
fire
hit left.
Second
extinguisher.
there, though, it
Come
literally
on,
looked
fire
like Lindy
extinguisher.
was going to use
Just kidding.
Tesla as a prop.
Suck it! Die!
Yeah.
Die!
Okay, it's gonna roll its armor dice. Just saying.
No! You motherfucker!
Clonk. It rolls with a blow. It rolls with a blow.
Okay. I prepare my fire extinguisher again.
Cool. So Justice is back over to you. Number 1.
Finish it.
I would love
tried.
to finish it. I
tried
tried
really
so
hard.
all this time.
Yeah, cutting torch again.
Okay.
It's the best thing I've got. Even though I have a sidearm, I'm just gonna keep going with my cutting torch for some reason.
I think, yeah. That's a good plan. You hit it!
You did hit it. Yeah. I'm gonna roll my. You're gonna make a panic roll after this, but.
Sorry, I did it already.
Okay.
Oh.
You got that tremble again, actually.
Okay.
So there you go. And I'm going to modify this by -5 because it's armor piercing. So I absorb 2 damage, but you've got 3. So that kills it.
Yes!
Ooh, nice.
Okay. You saw into its body. And I am going to roll that acid splash, but for half because of its...
But does it help at all that it's a cutting torch, so it's like cauterizing the wound?
Ooh.
I got no idea. Probably.
It's fire.
It's alien acid blood. I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows?
So it's fire, not a bullet.
Okay, so it would do 1 damage if you can absorb it with your armor. So roll your 2 base dice for that. That is 1 more damage.
So that's all of my health.
Okay, you are broken. We are going to roll a critical injury. Appropriate. Not such an impaled thigh as a kind of like it's burnt through into your bone kind of thigh. So let's just check those critical injuries, folks. And...
It'll only take you 2d6. It's 25.
Ah, perfect. How did you know?
I'm looking at the chart. I'm real
alright.
good at looking at charts. I'm an
Alright.
android. I'm real good at
Lindy.
data analysis.
Lindy's really is an android. Shit. I'm made. To run becomes a slow action. So you'll be running slower in the narrative, I think. There. All right. So you're broken. So that there's you down on the ground, clutching your thigh next to this dead like alien as it's like literally melting into the floor.
Yeah. All this is on camera. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. Linda, you're there, like.
And then this is my all right. Since we only have like a half hour left, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my plan
Oh no.
because part of my agenda is no one can know I'm an android.
Whoops.
So
Oh no!
I'm gonna activate the fire extinguisher to fog out the hall, and I'm gonna just bludgeon my 2 injured crew members to death. And
It's
say
in
the
the-
alien did it.
It's company procedure, so this is getting a high mark from
Okay.
Zawa, so.
You're both dead.
Puzzle pieces.
I know it breaks my heart, Jess. But
If you
not
had
the-
one, you don't have one.
Ah!
I didn't see it coming from anyone but Susie.
and then because my suit's all messed up, I'll take whoever's suit is the least messed up, and I'll put that on so it's got like actual blood on there. Because not even Aizawa knows that I'm an android.
Mm-mm.
so-
Okay, all right. So Jess, if you're all right, like dying and this we're not playing this out, then McCoy will take a baddie's suit.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Can I defiantly, like, I feel McCoy said that. I'm a soldier, I know, and someone.
Yeah, throughout the fog of the smoke extinguisher,
I
wafting
just
through
want
the
to
halls.
spit some blood at McCoy and be like, I knew I didn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, Jess.
Oh,
Any
thanks, love. The blood's gonna make it much more convincing.
Jess, any parting shots?
I mean, I guess I see it coming. Like I know what she's doing, and I'm already gonna die. So I guess all that Athena would try to do is, knowing that it's gonna hurt her too, it just like scoop up some of the acid blood and just try to like throw it into the android's face.
I'm
Can I
gonna
try to dodge?
I'm gonna roll an acid splash.
Damn.
Oh,
Ugh.
no way.
The one time there's no acid splash.
So good.
Yeah.
I get some blood, just kind of smear it on me. And like all over like the wound point.
Mm.
And then
Can we move you to the mother mainframe where Aizawa is?
Yeah.
And you
Oh,
just,
I'm gonna be stumbling back
leave.
down the hall.
Leave the pile of corpses behind.
Yeah, they didn't make it.
What the hell
There's an
happened in there?
extraterrestrial life form. It's awful, and it bleeds acid. It's just the worst. I took a small injury, but I had that med pack you gave me earlier, so I think I'll be okay.
Good. Did you get anything?
Oh man, I took video of the main attack, and then my fire extinguisher went off, and everything went white. And
All right, I am going to download McCoy's video onto my terminal.
Feed.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, here's the video.
And then
Make a copy, paste it.
yes.
All right, I think we found out the cause of death here. Do you think they're thawed out yet downstairs? Because if they're not thawing out well, I say we should just book it. We've got the data we need. We've got the cause.
I am going to, before that, type in on the terminal, switching the dropship access to just me.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm down to follow orders, Captain.
Yep. Well, I'll just say to McCoy, I'm the only one. I have the information. We have what we need. We know what happened down here. And since I am since I have all the information, and I'm the company exec, I need to get to that dropship.
Well, I got my fire extinguisher still, so we got to get you to that dropship. You can take all the credit. I just want to fill out the forms and maybe retire after this.
Yeah. What happened to Hyde and?
I told you the extraterrestrial life form got him.
Just write down. Well, I'm sure
On
that
video.
their next of
You see,
kin will.
they both go down.
Well, I'm sure their next of kin will be properly compensated.
Yeah.
Well, I can write this down as a total loss. Let's get out of here.
Good.
We
All
got
right,
what we
let's
needed.
go. Let's go.
All right.
Okay. To head back down to the dropship bay, you need to go through the galley. So, Lindy, there is the route to what is now your right, to where all the action happened.
Mm-hmm.
You can head straight through the galley, through the little mess area
Okay.
instead, or you can head to the left, where there's the kind of like the security bit, security offices, and you could loop round. But that is going out of your way, and it'll be a bit weird.
We did technically just clear the galley route, I think. Hopefully.
There's a giant hole in it.
There's a giant hole in it. Some dead bodies. But they're covered in fire extinguishers and blood. So I think galley route, because we just killed that, so I would think it'd be more clear than potentially the unknown.
Yeah, it's our only known route.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. So you've basically got evidence of your actions.
Well, I mean,
mess hall
they're
area
real messed up.
or
I mean,
unknown corridor. So just go straight through past your handiwork.
the alien did it.
Sure. I mean,
They were real bad off before the fire extinguisher finished.
sure.
No one saw anything. It's not on the comms, so.
Yeah.
Does Aizawa like do anything with this? These bodies are just here, and there's a big acid pool and like
Don't touch
melted
it.
through the deck.
It's acid.
McCoy's comm feed got all that stuff, right? Evidence of this. Like alien, the hole.
Yeah, I guess.
Nothing. Nope. It's not my concern anymore. Have to take the information back to the company. That's what we came here for.
Cool. All right. You head past the deceased bodies of your teammates.
I go, rest in peace. Hi,
Don't even get my dog tags.
Abadi.
There's only 4 of us. We don't need to.
That's fine.
You know what? Is the gun still here?
Yeah, her pulse rifle's still here.
You know what? I'll take it. Sure, why not? Make
I'll
me feel
take
better.
the sidearm that Abadi had
You have to
in case we come across another alien. It's probably more effective than a fire extinguisher.
So you have to surely you have to peel this pulse rifle off her body because of this like strapping around
Yeah.
her
Oh,
shoulder.
this is not great.
So it's like you have to get kind of close. And it's really big, and she died of a lot of definitely blood loss.
A lot of blood loss. Oh, it's gonna be sick. Oh,
You just hear like there's like a little bit of like the same like light heaving. Like,
oh.
she struggles to like take it. It's covered in blood.
Unbelievable. Cool.
You
All
don't
right.
get to where I am by being nice to people. You
Wow.
don't get to this level of company.
Wow.
This is how you get to higher management.
It is. Okay, cool. So you make your way down the ladder to the dropship bay.
Yeah.
And you are hurrying along the bay to the ship itself. The gangway of the dropship is down, so you can make easy access to it. From the side, from the corners, you notice these slithers, these black shapes
Oh no.
in the rafters, in the hangars, all starting to creep along, and you spot
Cool.
about 4, 5, maybe 6 of these creatures darting along around the rooftops.
Hmm.
To the ship.
To the ship. Run. Just
Let's recall all these cards.
God.
I'm stealing a card. I don't understand. There we go. All right. What I will ask for are some initiative draws for yourselves, and I'm going to take 2 cards here. Got a 2 and a 5 for me.
Got a 4.
Ooh.
All right, let me draw. All right. It's behind. There we go.
Oh.
8.
Okay. With the 2, they are going to move. And then, so one drops down to the side of you as you are rushing towards the dropship. And for Aizawa, this is going to be your assessing the threat. So I need you to gain a stress die.
Okay.
I'm fine. That's not stressful at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then another drops down by McCoy and is going to... Oh my god.
Get on the ship! Let's go!
And they're like racing almost on all fours, trying to catch up with you
Cool.
folks. Yeah.
As soon as we're on the ship, I want to drop to the door. Close the door.
Yeah.
Sorry, so Linda, you got the 4, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to do apart from just run to the ship?
Get on the ship? I don't think so.
Okay,
No.
just you're like rushing
People
to
who
the
knew
ship.
I was an android are dead. So
Cool.
I'm
Aizawa?
just never taking this spacesuit.
Yeah, I am not taking my chances with this thing. I am running.
All right.
Looking it.
Okay.
It is. I have the information on me. This is for nothing if I don't get out of here.
Okay. Say like guess maybe roll mobility. Yeah,
Okay.
let's roll mobility. There's gonna be a -2 dice penalty to these mobility tests.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
I am going to use one of my story points for this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used mine as armor.
So what's
It's like,
that?
I don't want to take damage.
What does the story point give you?
One
like
success.
an automatic 1 success on like extra.
Okay.
So whatever you roll would be extra successes.
-2.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
1 success.
1 success. Okay.
Sure. So you get on the ship just that bit quicker than McCoy does. McCoy, you're a few paces behind,
Mhm.
and we're a little bit out of initiative, kind of in a way, but screw it. It's
Yeah.
the last like 20 minutes. I'm going to roll some attacks for you. Capture for the hive. All right, this is a fun.
They want me.
That's going to be a disappointment for them.
It
They're
is a
gonna
bit,
be
right?
so disappointed.
Yeah, it's a bit. Where is it? This is a fun one as well. Capture for the hive, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh!
So
Okay.
McCoy exhibits like unhuman like speed and mobility
I'm
to be
super-
able to dodge out of the way. Something is up. That's our word. Something is up. All right.
I've seen these before. I know their moves.
Am I aware of what synths are?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're fairly commonplace.
Okay, if you know what, if I'm doing company business, this is a company synth. As long as I'm doing company business, I'm okay, and it's fighting the aliens for me.
Well, you didn't know she was a synth. They usually issue you with like a synth that's like got like half a personality, and it's
Yeah.
just like there to kind of assist you. Whereas
Okay.
McCoy just seems like a eccentric person, all of themselves.
Yeah. Okay. That makes. All right. All right. How close are we to the dropship now?
You're just on the gangway. You are on it. Whether you leave McCoy here or not is
Try
up
to leave
to you.
McCoy.
I mean, this is now become more of an issue now. Now that the synth does not have any like legal rights, you know.
Excuse me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I'm just gonna. You know what? Dumb. Go up there, hit the button.
Okay.
I'm hitting the button.
Okay.
Raise this thing.
All right. I tell you what. So McCoy, make me a
Uh-huh.
mobility check.
Oh no! I don't make the gangplank. But it's okay. I have a backup plan.
Okay. Well, so the dropship starts the gangway thing starts.
Imagine
lifting
it's got to close before it takes, because she's not
Yeah.
at the controls yet. So.
No. So you're like jumping at the gangway, but it closes just before you get there.
That's fine. That's okay. Can I slide under instead?
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Okay. You start to grip onto some
I'm
of the
just gonna hold. I don't
undercarriage.
need that oxygen. I'm just gonna hold on.
The outside.
Yes.
I think this shot is where we should leave it. The dropship leaves as aliens are like trying to like jump up onto it.
Mm-hmm.
McCoy just Spider-Maning on the bottom.
God, the
Yeah.
best people survived out of this thing. This is
Yeah.
not great. This is not ideal. There is no justice.
Yeah, so McCoy's like on the undercarriage, but there is an alien that has managed to crawl on top of it, and it's using its
Oh,
pincers
no.
just to like grip on and like move towards you. And I
I'm
think
gonna crawl away.
as
Guess he doesn't.
as the dropship
You hear just a
hits
bunch of scattering.
as it hits vacuum, you're gripping on as tight as you can, and you're like kicking the alien's head as it's trying to come towards you, as like it opens its mouth
Uh-huh.
as it's about to think, and you manage to kick it just off, and it like spins off into space as Aizawa's dropship makes its way back to the corporate
And as the
investigation ship.
dropship's going back, I activate my intercoms, and I await for any further orders, not from Weyland Yutani, but from Bionational.
Cool. Oh no.
All right, that's where we can wrap up.
Cool.
And I just ride home.
Sticking up. Oh man. So that was cinematic play. Okay.
Oh God, this party had no chance. There were two people that were at the drop that were ready to betray
Yeah.
everyone.
Oh,
This is
and
not.
if while I'm holding on, I think that Aizawa's figured out that I'm a synth, I'm just gonna start just peeling back parts of the ship and attacking it from the outside.
I mean, you know what? To be fair, Aizawa's never piloted a ship, so this thing might just crash. I don't
That's
know.
very true. We might just crash into another moon.
I am middle management. I am not trained to fly this thing.
If you get back, you will certainly earn a promotion,
Hell yeah.
which was totally on course for your agenda. Loved it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, friends. That was amazing. So those stats. So you know Aliens, where there's like scores of these frickin' things. That was one of them.
Oh, I know.
Just the one.
Yep.
Bit crazy. Please, yeah, I mean, Gil's got a good shout here. Please share with us your agendas.
Yeah.
Shauna, do you want to start? We'll go around.
Yeah, these are pretty. First, Act 1 was follow company protocol, get the job done, cash in. Don't do anything to risk your paycheck. Act 2 was recover the Deimos is a huge opportunity. Even if there are monsters on board, find a way to get the promotion you deserve and get a fat pay raise. Act 3, things are going south real fast. Get as much intel off
He
the
didn't
ship
get
as
to
you
Act
can.
3 though.
And get the hell out of Dodge by any means. So that kind of went as...
Oh, I think you fit.
yeah.
I think it fit. It's good. Lindy.
All right, so my Act 1 is, you are not who you seem to be. You are, in fact, a synthetic, undercover, industrial espionage agent, codenamed Enyo. You work for Bionational, a corporate rival of the Weyland Yutani Corporation. None of the team know this. You've been placed on this mission to investigate Weyland Yutani's shady business practices, find any evidence of your rival corporation endangering colonists to the betterment of their bottom line while remaining undercover. And whatever you do, don't expose yourself as an android. Act 2. You must learn more about the xenomorphic lifeforms aboard, ask the crew, access the ship's logs, and do anything else you can to learn more about this threat. But be careful not to raise suspicions among the crew and don't expose yourself as an android. And I guess I'll get to read Act 3 for the first time. I haven't checked that one out.
Fun times. Do it.
You must stop the xenomorph threat from leaving the Deimos, even if it means murder and suicide. Kill anyone with detailed knowledge about the events of the crash and the xenomorphs aboard. Well, I kind of mostly completed that.
Yeah?
Mostly, yeah. I mean, there's still a chance to completely do it. So.
Yeah. But if I'm just riding the ship and I get boop, boop, boop. Oh, okay. Well, hold on, man. Pull out a screwdriver. Yeah, let me just get to work.
Amazing. Jess, what are yours?
Act 1, do your duty and make sure your crewmates are as safe as they possibly can be. Act 2, the crew is in danger and the crew is your family. Protect them with your life if you have to. And Act 3, which I died before I could get to, get all the surviving investigation teams safely off the Deimos by any means necessary. I was just trying to save you.
I feel so
Okay.
bad.
I feel
It is-
terrible.
Oh dear. Caught short. Susie.
All right, mine. Act 1. God, these crash investigations are boring. Take any chance to break the monotony. Act 2. Shit, you really need another fix. Search the ship for any stimulants. Which I'm like, that turned out to be a real bad thing, huh?
It was a perfect cinematic moment.
it was great.
Amazing. That's
The
some
janky
fucking juicy
soldier,
fruits
like-
there, man.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll never know what actually happened there.
No, they'll
You
never
died
know.
heroically.
Yeah.
Heroically.
That's actually Act 3. This will all go to hell unless you can save the day. Take any risk necessary to kill the monsters and any other enemies on the Deimos.
And any
So-
other enemies?
I'd have been a big damn
There's this
hero,
band.
but I was betrayed.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
Next
just
of
wanted
kin.
everyone to be safe and happy and healthy. I just wanted the best for all
We
of
were
you.
the only two good people on that entire ship, Jess.
I really wanted that promotion. Promotion
Yeah,
was
you did.
everything.
I really wanted to fulfill Bionational's needs and stick it to Weyland Yutani.
Nice.
Damn fucking sense, Lindy.
Well,
I mean, you know what? At least McCoy has an excuse of being a synth. I don't know what I have.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
you're just evil. I love you, Shauna, but you're evil.
I was so excited when Sam messaged me that earlier because I've played Aliens, the set game, actually quite a decent bit because we have my monthly campaign on my channel, and then I've done a bunch of other one-shot stuff, and I've never been the synth. I was like, I get to be the synth. I was so excited.
nice. I'm glad. And I wanted to message you beforehand to like preempt it rather than just fucking surprise you like straight out the gate. Oh, okay.
I already had the voice picked out beforehand, but
That's fair.
after I discovered, I was like, that's the perfect cover. No one would suspect a synth that sounded like.
Oh god, I like the fact that I just didn't want McCoy to save her. Your life depended on her, and she was a synth that hit you with the fire extinguisher.
I'm real glad I took that fire extinguisher, by the way.
Oh, God.
You're a monster. You're an absolute monster. As
I mean,
Bippy says in chat, we didn't need the Xenos.
Yeah, no, we're the real monsters, 100%. Also, it's a good
always
thing
true.
you gave the gun. You gave the gun to the right person. It could have been real.
There's a subconscious part of me that knew. I knew. I see you, Lindy.
Sure.
You can always
Love you,
sense the
Jess.
mom friend.
Mm-mm.
Love you, Susie.
No. Lose my Snapchat, Lindy.
Oh, that's oh.
You heard it here first, friends.
No cat pictures for you.
There's gonna be some.
I don't want that.
It's gonna be some more Twitter drama this week.
Oh yeah, that's right. I've only played in good games with Susie. I've only been good people. I play mostly bad people. Watch out.
Yeah.
You were very good people in acting. Very
I knew Shauna would be a great terrible person because I play with Shauna every week.
good. I think we could all be terrible people. Okay, well that was Alien. Thank you very much, friends. Let's go around very quickly and have a quick plug. Tell us who you are, where we can find you, what you're up to, anything you're looking forward to this week, anything you were up to last week. Give us a quick shout out. Shauna, let's start.
Yeah, Shauna Flying Cirrus on Twitter, and most of my games are on break, but I am actually going to be this week on the Fraudulent Gaze special one-shot on Encounter Roleplay.
Awesome.
And then another one is Hell's Rebels on Parsec RPG, where I play just a god-awful, just glamour bard.
Amazing. Awesome.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you so much. Please follow Shauna. It was amazing to play with her on Acting Cthulhu every week earlier in the year. And it was great to have you back on for one of my kind of one-shot things. So thank you so much. And Lindy, what are you up to?
That was so much fun. I'm about 5 foot even, but you can also find me online at LaughLoveLindy on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, etc. Some of my favorite moments from today's game was the look on everyone's faces when I say, "Don't worry, I have a backup plan," and then I brained my comrades with the fire extinguisher after making it a whiteout screen. And I just liked how after aliens hit me, they couldn't touch me on the way back. I was like, what? It felt like a ninja. It was really cool. Yeah, find me on those places. And in an hour, you can find me on my channel playing Mondays in Exandria, which is kind of a variant of Waterdeep Dragon Heist, but set in Teldore. So it's pretty cool. I get to play a grumpy middle-aged man who's a lot less murder happy.
Fair.
And you should also check out Encounter Roleplay this week on Tuesday and Thursday for the Call of Cthulhu Christmas special and the Unhallowed Metropolis Christmas special, because those are both going to be happening. There's a May Black Roses Bloom epilogue Wednesday night at like 11 p.m. Central, midnight Eastern.
Oh my God.
And on Saturday, you should check out a different Unhallowed Metropolis game on Hollowtail. And if you like that, you should also check out a podcast I'm on called Tales from a Hollow World. They're only 25 to 30-minute episodes, perfect for a commute. And they're very audio drama-esque, even though we're using Savage Worlds, which is a lot of drama.
Nice. Do you have any free time?
Actually, yeah, I'm really surprised that's all the games I really have this week. Oh, and Hell's Rebels on Saturday with Shauna, and Mrs. Ravenloft on Tuesday evening.
That's a huge amount of
it's a
games.
really light load right now, okay? I was actually a little upset. I got to December and I was like, where are all my games? And yeah, so I had to stay more, so it's fine.
Well, thank you for coming on. Always a pleasure. And Jess, first time playing with me and on the channel. Thank you so much. Where can we find you? What are you up to?
You can find me on Twitter at WriteJessR, WRITEJESSR. You can find all of the stuff that I do, all of my links and everything on my website, writejess.com. This week, what I have going on is the Hellfire Plot finale on Wednesday on Encounter Roleplay. Also on Friday, the Fraudulent Gaze stream, which I'm very excited about. And then also today, my newest adventure is out on DM's Guild in the Book of Seasons Solstice. So you can pick that up on DM's Guild, and all of my other titles are on my website. Again, that's writejess.com.
Beautiful.
I think that's most things. Oh, and D20 Dames, my all-women actual play D&D podcast. Every other Tuesday we have new episodes.
Beautiful. Definitely check that out. Thanks very much. Awesome. Susie, what are you up to this week? It's a packed week, right?
Yeah, it's a pretty busy week. I mean, tomorrow will be mostly spent recovering from the heartbreak of my lumbar support for betraying me.
Sorry.
But when it is the finale week, so Wednesday is my birthday, but it is also the Zweihander finale. I'm gonna get myself a TPK for my birthday this year, I think, as they
Aw,
try to
happy
kidnap the
birthday.
queen.
Not all of us want that.
Blood sacrifice.
Blood sacrifice. Look, there's a certain level of blood I just need every year just to maintain this youthful visage. Thursday is the After the Fire finale, in which hopefully the blood is someone else's and not mine, because little Mira is in a precarious position. And Friday is the Fraudulent Gaze one shot, in which I will be co-DMing with one Charlie Smith, and a bunch of beautiful, wonderful LGBTQIA plus folks will be playing with us as a big FU to the troll and a big money-raising effort for Mermaids UK, which we have supported before with Black Cats when we did the charity Joust. They're
Very
great.
happy that's the charity. Very happy.
They're a fantastic charity supporting young trans and gender diverse folks within the UK. And then I think that's about it. Witcher game is back next Monday.
Nice.
So I think that's it. I don't know. There will be things, probably. Things I've forgotten. But yeah.
Very cool. Thank you so much. Well, if you've enjoyed our stuff here at Follow Black Cats, then you can check us out from all the socials. Susie, please type socials. And we do all sorts of stuff. We are a self-publisher, so we're currently working on a game called The Spy Game, which is a modern take on 5e. So it's an OGL game, and it's all about espionage, action, adventure, you becoming secret agents and taking on evil supervillains and that kind of thing, all within the familiar 5e system. And then we're also looking at some of those kind of short games in the future, but obviously we're developing our Kickstarter for now for the Spy Game. Aside from that, my day job, very dramatic bit there, man. My day job is with Modiphius Entertainment, so I'm the head of RPG development there as well. So I'm working on some very exciting things, including, but not exclusively, Fallout 2D20 right now, which we hopefully should have some news on soon. But we're doing all sorts of other cool games like Dune. The first game I developed there was Star Trek Adventures, which I line managed. Was very, very happy with that, and can still play that to this day. It's awesome. So if you want to support me and it's not Black Cats, check out Modiphius as well. So modiphius.net. Otherwise, that is it from us, folks. What we're going to do now, hopefully, with this new overlay interfacey type thing that Twitch has done, is raid somebody. So I just need to find someone to raid. So Scrat's on D&D, so let's check out some of Scrat's stuff over there. Thank you very much, friends. We are going to go out with a bang, like Lindy did on the bottom of that ship. And we'll hopefully I'll see you all soon. Thank you very much. Off we go. Bye.